So as Paige mentioned, I'm founder and CEO of DigiAim Digital Marketing. One of our services that we provide to our clients is actually LinkedIn reach out. So lead generation through LinkedIn messaging. And LinkedIn, as Paige said, it is a business-to-business type of relationship, but it's also, when you're doing lead generation through LinkedIn, it becomes a person-to-person relationship. And that's what makes it so strong and so powerful, is when you make these connections with people, you can start having a conversation with them, saying, hey, thanks for connecting with me, you know, just checking in with you, making sure that your family is okay. Is there anything I can do to help? And that starts that relationship of trust and just building those solid business-to-business relationships, right? So as I said, we do this in our agency. We do this across the board for several clients. We generally can get probably around 10 to 20 solid leads about, you know, here's my number, call me. You know, those are the kinds of quality of leads that we're getting. Or can we set up a meeting next week? So I just wanted to share my screen, and we're going to just walk through a couple of tricks that have worked very, very well with us. And let me know if you can see that.
Yes.
One thing, okay, great. So one thing to really probably work on a little bit. Now this is just basically my bio right now. If you have something, a picture that can replace this normal profile background, please do that. If you're talking with people, this is me presenting in our BNI group. If you have something like that, it kind of puts you in an authority level. So, you know, reach out to me if you have any questions or need any help on that. I'll be more than happy to just, you know, give you guys some pointers. You know, just having a good title about what you do really helps as well. But as far as trying to find people, what I typically do is, you know, for example, if we think about businesses right now that may be cutting back on their employees and, you know, or maybe doing layoffs or downsizing, you know, to where we may be able to tap into those people right now. So, you know, say for example, you know, catering, you can search for catering in people, and it'll bring up all of these people that are related to you in some fashion through LinkedIn. So I have about, I think, 3,000 connections right now. They're largely realtors because that's one of the niches that we go after, but you know, and help, but also look at these second level connections. Those are the ones that you really kind of want to start connecting with on LinkedIn and just reaching out. So, you know, these catering companies, their events are being canceled. They may need to be downsizing their companies, and these people may be really worried right now, right? So, you know, second sources of income are very, very important for them right now to start looking at, and this is a great opportunity for them. So, you know, connection request and just sending out a very simple message. Hey, I'd like to add you to my professional network. Thanks, Dawn Coooper, and just leave it at that. You know, some of them will connect, some of them won't. If you have a low level of connections right now, say if you're like at 100 or so, I would only send out connections to about 7% of your connections and leave those at the second level. The reason why is that when they see you connect, you will have a first level connection in common, and so they'll be more tempted to connect with you. Third level connections, you don't have anybody in common, so they'll consider that possibly as spamming people. There are ways of getting into LinkedIn jail. It's not as bad as Facebook jail. So, but stay within that 7% of connections at first. Now, with me right now, with 4,000 connections, 3,000 connections, I can safely send out about 200 connections a day. So that's where it really gets powerful. Also, once you have those connections, what I really like to do is start messaging people and, you know, start saying, hey, thank you for connecting. I hope your family is doing well. You know, where are you located? Just kind of get some conversation going. And that conversation should always lead to pulling them off of the LinkedIn platform and getting them on a phone call or getting them on a Zoom meeting so that you can have a face-to-face conversation with them. Pain points are just very good at bringing out some possible ways of you being able to help them. Obviously, job loss. Do you know anybody that is, you know, hurting right now in this economy that, you know, I've got something that may be able to help them. Now that may be 3 messages down. You don't want to come at them at first, but start having that conversation with them to form that personal relationship. And you'll start to have some very, very meaningful conversations with people. And they'll come back to you later on. If it's not a good time for them now, they'll remember you and come back to you. There's also, so this is all at a personal level, right? So this is all from my personal profile. What you can also start doing is posting articles. And we do that quite a lot, and from our company as well. Let me rearrange some stuff here. But, you know, there's these articles that you can do which keep your name out in front of your connections. People can also share these articles if they see them of value. So right now, what I would suggest is, you know, start talking about health, start talking about, you know, how to keep your immune system boosted. Start breaking down all of the little facets that say, you know, the doctors are saying now that, you know, there's a lot of discoveries with butyric acid. Start throwing that out as a teaser. And then in the later messaging or articles, you can say, hey, this product is, has the most butyric acid that is bioavailable in your system. So there's several things that can be posted right now to just get people's brains focused on possible solutions for not only income, but also for keeping them and their family healthy, which is fantastic for us right now, to be able to help so many people.